Well, boys and girls, we can all relax and not get excited and stay nice and calm because the Gates Foundation has come out and said that they have nothing to do with the Lone Star tick and with alpha gal syndrome. Alpha gal syndrome, if you don't know, is the syndrome that makes you allergic to red meat and anything mammalian. Red meat, eggs, cheese, anything to do with a mammal, but particularly the red meat. They tend to focus on the red meat because you can't eat it. You can't eat anything red meat. No venison, no pork, no nothing. But anyways, moving on. But yes, the Gates Foundation has come out and stated categorically that they have nothing to do with the Lone Star tick. They have nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. And that the ticks they were going after are ticks related to ticks that cause disease to cattle in Africa. Oh. Well, okay. Well, that makes it so much better, right? Okay. Well, I mean, and let's take the ball and run with it. Okay, so they don't have nothing to do with Lone Star tick, but who's to say that the ticks that they are screwing around with have been released here in the United States with some kind of nasty bug that, or how about this? How about they release these ticks that will no longer harm cattle, but now they've picked up the Lone Star or the alpha-gal syndrome from the Lone Star tick. Gates's ticks have, cross-pollination from tick to tick. And so now Gates's ticks are now infected with alpha-gal, with or without his involvement. So I mean, it's something to think about. But I wanted to get on here and say that we can all breathe a sigh of relief because the Gates Foundation, by God, has come out and said, hey, we have nothing to do with Lone Star tick. We have nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. And a lot of people are like, okay, but you still worked with ticks. Yes, we worked with ticks, but they were diseased ticks in Africa that were killing cattle. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it so much better. That's a relief off of my mind, huh, guys? Is that a relief off of your mind? Is it a relief off of my mind? Inquiring minds want to know, huh? Yeah. But interestingly enough, you've got this sudden, message come out from Bill Gates saying yeah, man, we have absolutely nothing to do with this at all, and it's just, and it comes flying out. I think as more and more people are starting to connect the dots with Gates and the fact that he put out the mosquitoes and then he put out ticks and God knows what else. I mean, how many things does he put out that we don't know about? Hello, but I mean, but yes, he's the foundation. We had nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome. We have nothing to do with Lone Star tick. And so that just eases my fevered brow. And I don't know whether to buy it or not. I mean, it's their official, quote-unquote, statement that we had nothing to do. We're innocent. We're falsely accused. We're innocent. But we did have something to do with ticks. It just wasn't the Lone Star tick or the alpha-gal syndrome or a derivative thereof. But we are involved in non-animal meat. And alpha-gal syndrome does what again? Oh yeah, you can't eat animal meat. You get sick. You can only eat plant-based meat, which the Gates Foundation and its subsidiaries are producing. But I'm sure that's all a big coincidence, right, guys? Right? It's all a big coincidence. You know, alpha-gal syndrome is spreading like wildfire, and people are getting bad sick. Can't eat red meat anymore. Can't eat dairy product. Well, can't have anything to do with a mammal anymore. But mostly not eating the red meat is the biggest thing, you know. But yeah, it's all coming out, and all of a sudden, you know, and who benefits? Who benefits from Americans not eating red meat? The Gates Foundation. The Gates Foundation benefits. So, your humble correspondent is having serious doubts as to the validity of their excuse that we had nothing to do with alpha-gal syndrome, we have nothing to do with Lone Star Tick, but yet we stand to gain billions, that's billions with a B, dollars, if America suddenly goes vegan or starts eating vegetarian meat. But it's all a coincidence, guys. I'm sure it's all a coincidence. Entertainment purposes only. I'm sure it's all a big coincidence, right? Yeah. Obviously, it's got to be a big coincidence. But we can all rest easy tonight knowing that the Gates Foundation has categorically denied that they had anything to do with the Lone Star Tick. So I just thought I'd share, because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know. Stay safe out there, people.